Deep in the heart of the Great Lakes state, a mysterious creature is rumored to exist, so terrifying that anyone who encounters it is left questioning the very fabric of their reality. This being haunts the nightmares of those who have seen it, its presence seeping through generations, gripping the people of Michigan. Nearly everyone in the area has, in some way, felt the impact of this legendary beast, which lurks within forests and prowls along rural roads. Described as half-human, half-dog, standing over 7 feet tall with razor-sharp teeth, its name has been whispered for centuries by those filled with equal parts fear and fascination. But is this creature merely a chilling product of local imagination, or could it actually be real? To understand the dogman as it is known today, we have to go back to its origins. According to modern accounts, the roots of the dogman legend began in the late 1800s when Michigan was booming with a logging industry, harvesting the vast forests of white pine that covered the landscape as far as the eye could see. European settlers moving into this new land took full advantage of its natural resources, and it was within this context that the first encounter with the terrifying creature was recorded. In 1887, in Wexford County in the northwestern part of the state, 2 lumberjacks returned to camp with terror in their eyes. These were tough men, accustomed to the dangers of the forest, familiar with bears, mountain lions, and wolves. But this creature was something else entirely. While they were working, they heard a chilling howl, less like a wolf, more like a human. They stopped what they were doing and listened as heavy footsteps crunched through the leaves, coming closer. Finally, through the trees, they saw it. A towering creature with the head of a wolf and the body of a man, bearing its fangs. Paralyzed with fear, they watched as it drew near, its amber eyes gleaming. The creature must have been at least 7 feet tall, if not taller. Once it was gone, they ran back to camp, spreading the story that marked the beginning of the dogman legend. In the years that followed, other forest workers began to share similar stories, now part of the lore whispered around the campfire, and it's not hard to understand why. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Michigan, with its vast unexplored wilderness, became fertile ground for eerie tales. Lacking television or film, strange creature stories became a form of entertainment. But this story was different. Numerous people had seen it firsthand, and for those witnesses, the experience was anything but entertaining. Even before the arrival of European settlers, Michigan was home to Native American tribes like the Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi. These cultures had rich oral traditions, full of legends about animal spirits and supernatural beings with shape-shifting abilities. Although there is no direct documented link between these tribes and the modern dogman, tales of shapeshifters echo in the creature's story. Shapeshifters, as you may know, can assume a human form to lure in unsuspecting victims, only to reveal their true beastly selves when the time is right. As the logging industry declined, sightings of the dogman became less frequent, though they never completely disappeared. In 1937, in Paris, Michigan, a man named Robert Fortney was working on his land when he was attacked by a pack of wild dogs. Though he managed to fend them off, he was most terrified by one dog that stood on 2 legs, observing the others like a leader. After the dogs left, Fortney was left questioning the bizarre experience. Sightings of this strange creature often come in clusters, as if it's moving from one territory to another. In the late 1950s, reports surged in Allegan County, then again in the 1960s in Cross Village and Manistee County. For decades, people continued to report encounters with a creature fitting the dogman's description: large, bipedal, with canine features and sometimes glowing red eyes. In 1987, Michigan radio DJ Steve Cook created a song called "The Legend," which chronicled famous dogman encounters. In the song, Cook claimed that the dogman appeared every 10 years in years ending in 7, 1887, 1937, 1957, and 1977. However, this was just part of an April Fool's prank, but the song sparked intense interest in the community. Despite attempts to debunk sightings as hoaxes or cases of mistaken identity, the legend of the dogman persists, continuing to captivate people's curiosity. The 1970s Gable film, which supposedly captured the dogman on camera, was later revealed to be staged. Nevertheless, the legend of the Michigan dogman lives on, a testament to our fascination with the unknown and our enduring hope that the extraordinary might be real. The dogman story stirs deep-seated fears of the unknown, the wild, and the loss of control, a tale that resonates with our most primal instincts. So, does the dogman truly exist somewhere within Michigan's forests? Perhaps not, but its legend has proven to be enduring, capturing our curiosity and sparking a desire to understand the unknown. The Michigan dogman legend is perhaps one of the most powerful examples of how folklore can endure, deeply entwining itself within our fears and imaginations. In the heart of southeastern Massachusetts lies a strange region, an area steeped in mystery with dark, true crime tales. People say it's an unusual place, filled with countless inexplicable phenomena. This place bears a name that has become synonymous with unexplained events: the Bridgewater Triangle. If you live outside New England, you've probably never heard of it. Even in Massachusetts, many people are unaware of its existence. But those who live in the Bridgewater Triangle or the towns within it are well acquainted with its eerie history, and some may even have their own unforgettable encounters. The Bridgewater Triangle spans roughly 200 square miles, defined by 3 points: the towns of Abington, Rehoboth, and Freetown. Within the triangle are communities like Taunton, Raynham, Berkeley, Dighton, Brockton, Easton, and Bridgewater. There's no precise boundary for this region. Like many famous triangles worldwide, its edges fade into ambiguity. Nevertheless, this designated area provides a glimpse into where all the weird happens. Some even claim that, per square mile, the Bridgewater Triangle has more unexplained phenomena than the Bermuda Triangle. One reason this area is seen as mysterious lies in its dark history. But the question remains, could it be this very dark history that has left an imprint on the land, causing these strange events to occur? Or is this land itself a kind of doorway to energies we cannot comprehend? The name Bridgewater Triangle was first mentioned in 1983 by author Loren Coleman in his book Mysterious America. While there's no single answer as to why this place is so strange, one widely accepted theory is that it's due to the area's long and haunting history. For instance, the Bridgewater Triangle was the site of the bloodiest battle per capita in U.S. history. Most of the men who fought in it were killed. We'll get back to that shortly, but first, let's explore the strange encounters people have had here. What exactly makes this place so eerie? It's an array of terrifying phenomena. Local author Chris Balzano, who writes extensively about folklore, describes the Bridgewater Triangle as a Pandora's box. If you believe in zombies, you'll find stories about them here. If you believe in Bigfoot, there's Bigfoot, and if you believe in ghosts or UFOs, they're here too. This variety of strange occurrences makes it hard for outsiders to believe, as it seems too convenient to have so many supernatural phenomena concentrated in one place. But if this land truly acts as a doorway to another realm, then perhaps all these strange phenomena happening here make perfect sense. To understand the Bridgewater Triangle, we need to go back to a time before the United States existed. This land was once inhabited by the Wampanoag people, who saw it as both sacred and fearful, believing it was a place where the spirit world crossed into ours. One of the triangle's most famous spots is Hockomock Swamp, meaning place where spirits dwell. The Wampanoag believed in Pukwudgies, short, troll-like shapeshifters with pointed ears who could appear and disappear in an instant. The bloody battle we mentioned earlier was King Philip's War, a brutal conflict between Native Americans and the English settlers in the 1670s. It ended with the death of Wampanoag leader Medicum, known as King Philip, whose head was placed on a spike in Plymouth Colony for nearly a century. In more modern times, particularly from the late 1970s through the 1990s, the Triangle became infamous for satanic rituals and cult activities. Hikers and police have found crude structures and disturbing symbols scattered in the woods. Some sites even showed signs of animal sacrifices, with blood-drained carcasses left behind. This region is also home to countless supernatural sightings. Locals describe seeing a creature called the Beast of the Swamp, a large, hairy being resembling Bigfoot. Others have witnessed mysterious glowing orbs floating above the treetops, defying the laws of physics. In 1976, 2 police officers saw a UFO, a large, bright object hovering over the trees, which suddenly shot up into the sky and vanished. Some researchers believe that the Bridgewater Triangle may be part of a global network of supernatural window areas, regions where the boundaries between reality and the supernatural are thinner. Famous triangles around the world, such as the Bermuda Triangle and Japan's Dragon's Triangle, are thought to be such places. Could it be that all these places are connected by an invisible network spanning the world? While many skeptics dismiss these stories as folklore, the Bridgewater Triangle remains one of America's most compelling mysteries, refusing to reveal its secrets despite countless investigations. So, the next time you find yourself passing through southeastern Massachusetts, keep your eyes open, because you never know what might be lurking just beyond the treeline, ready to remind you that the Bridgewater Triangle is more than just a location on a map. It's a vast mystery that we may never fully solve. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more great content. If you want to hear the latest stories, remember to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.